Feature for tonight is Smeaton. I've been meaning to feature him for quite some time, and he's here tonight.
Thank you very much. It's probably not often to start a poem reading off with some doggerel, but this came straight to mind, and I realised in advertising they use doggerel for very powerful messages. The cast and crew. Not enough lifeboats for the cast and crew aboard our overloaded planet, sailing into our last red sunset. You might say, what a way to go. If you're in the good cabins, no worries. But if you're deck-bound poor, there is no next shore. Our vessel, Mother Earth, is overloaded, sinking under the weight of overpopulation. The struggle to save a vessel not underrated, however, we do require a better explanation. For all aboard Mother Earth, the whole cast and crew are hoping against bloody hope to sail through. This set I've got tonight, mostly are characters. These poems also not particularly uplifting, however, it's called War on the Home Front, and there's 4 characters. 1, the soldier. Fallen into a war he cannot win, in conflict with sobriety. So long in the field his socks are filthy, skin dry, caked in dirt and mapped in blood. He has not showered, can't recall when he last washed. There's much he can't say of his battles. He must be coaxed into remembering all he wants to forget. It is the constant reverberation of explosions, criticism bursting in his conscience, truth exploding in showers of rage until, shell-shocked, he admits to terror, unable to confront the enemy face to face, at the bar, damaging himself hand to hand. In no man's land is where he stands, suffering combat fatigue, nodding off in a trench of work, on the tram, at the dinner table. Exhaustion is a given. Sleep is delirium, interrupted by bombardment. Constant is not thinking, only slipping alive into nightmare battles where he wins, only to be crushed along with his battered enemy. The soldier's lot does not end just because it is night. Apnea, the phantom strangler, stalks the mind. Every endless 8-hour repose, to wait to another day he knows will be worse than the day now gone. The chaplain. He is a high priest of tales, teller of tall stories, indignant of non-believers, intolerant of skeptics among his flock. Tears flood in the telling, drowning exhausted pilgrims in the Nile river of contrition, fake myth that it works. On the altar of alcohol, he sacrifices sobriety. In rituals of mumble-jumbo, he requires fear, not belief. He too fights the war trapped within a doctrine of deceit and cunning. He is more sinner than sin. For all he prays, his prayers will not fill the empty pews. The spy. The double agent cannot forget his duplicity, but at least he never offers up information. It has to be dragged out. His supporters, he believes, are enemies in disguise. He lives behind his iron curtain, letting his puppet life a free hand. After all, it is only play in a game of make-believe. You make yourself to believe, to be whoever you need to be today, to find a message in a bottle kidding yourself is a skill that comes naturally, and if there are no witnesses, who is there to deny your present identity? Who you will betray depends on who comes close to unveiling your deceit. You are the spy, and you must betray those closest, who will unmask your shut eyes, expose your fatty liver, swollen belly, exposed as an agent of your own demise by the compulsion to lie under your disguise you pretend is the truth. Okay, I'll just have a drink. There's one more in that set. Called MIA, Missing in Action. It is the ones who cannot get over you are not coming home. Night after night the fretting, bloody imagination playing merry hell, scenarios of every possible way he went, the women and children statistics, the men listed as missing in action at the pub. The real truth of his war is old news. It is hard to help, offer ground support, widows and orphans, brothers and sisters, friends who know in their bones one bad moment is all it will take to hear the news you have been expecting ever since his war began. He's not coming home from the front bar. Damaged beyond sense and cursed to live, brain shot to pieces, toasting at the tap, liver and heart suffocating under layers of fat. His home, but missing in action, missing the point, wishing he were dead, and he would end his mission if he could think one thought through to the end. Okay, that went quick. Last one. I hope it's a bit more uplifting. It's called The Miner, the Map. You don't know what's down there till you dig. The best science can read what lies beneath. A psychiatrist can lead you to the opening. You might stumble upon a hidden lode. You could find yourself born to scratch. Whatever road you come to mind, language is the tool to extract gold. The mine. Ah, the dream to be rich in every respect drives you deeper through hell to treasure, drives you on through the bowels of truth to the awesome fact of your own bedrock, dug with pick words, your own walls to breach. You frustrate in shifting sand, loose shale, poison air, collapsing tunnels, rising water, foul mud, hands of clay, claws of blood. The suffering. All this suffering you turn against itself to chop and hold the roof up. You make a straight shaft with the words of yesterday's forest for tomorrow's gold. You become granite. Your strength is tested, crash through into caves dank and eons dark. Light drains from your mind. The ghosts echo and you could just sink to your knees. The God, depleted but refusing defeat. A desperate spark, no sure strength, a fool's courage, all that's left fires up your miner's lamp and lights upon the gleam you seek. Gold, gold, mother, love, gold. Now, all the fear, the pain, the blood, worth the work, your life and times, and you cry, and you laugh at the beauty you mine from the veins of your heart.